Hey guys, it's John, and today we are playing more Stories Untold, the last story yet to be told, actually, the last session. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna get to the bottom of this. This being, you know, the story of the game. Press escape at any time to pause and get help. Get help? What sort of assumptions are you making about me, game? What do I need to get help for? Like I play video games too much? Is that what you're saying? Is this the equivalent of the Netflix "Are you still watching" pop-up that happens? Like, yeah, I'm still watching. Duh. Or like when you're playing a Nintendo game and they're like, oh, hey, you should take a break.
I think that's enough of that for now.
What? I did not expect that.
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you?
I guess it's a good game so far.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
This guy seriously sounds like I hate everything, and it's bugging me. What's happening?
This place must be starting to feel like home to you.
If you hate everything, do you hate yourself?
Don't worry.
Huh?
Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here.
Okay. So I'm in a wheelchair. Oh yeah, this doesn't look intimidating or anything.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax, and we'll get started in a moment.
Hey, what'd you think of Cool Cat Saves the Kids? Did you like that movie? I thought it was good. Alright.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready?
For what?
Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Oh, I tried to press another button and it pressed record.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian. As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
I was fucking right.
In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember.
Okay. You locking me in here?
Your mind. It's like a conscious black box.
What?
It can show you your memories. Look into it.
We're doing this again, huh?
In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station.
Uh-huh.
You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
Fatal accident.
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Fatal accident? James Asian. Okay, hang on. I'm reading this. This is important. Station wagon. Okay. Date, time of the accident, March 20th, 1986. Number injured, 1. Passenger 1. That's whited out. Isn't... Oh yeah, so we don't know if they're injured or deceased. Driver 2 was Charles Hennings. Okay, they were an older gentleman. They died. They're dead. Gotta have been driving with Jennifer. Arrived on scene. Hang on. Gotta... No, I didn't want that. I didn't... Stop. This isn't that hard. Okay. Okay, wait. Gonna just do it right here. And then we're gonna do it up. Right there. Okay. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noted that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Okay. So... that's it. It's the only thing here. It's the only thing we can look at. Road traffic accident report file. Okay. Now that we've, seen that, I guess I'll check this out. I'm doing this again, huh? Are we gonna go backwards? We're gonna go from, like, the station process to the lab conduct to the house abandoned? Okay, I'm almost there.
Gotta see this.
Okay.
This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23. 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F. 12. 19. 86. 23.
What's happening? Oh, the game crashed. I thought that was part of the game for a second. I was... Okay. Sorry. Yeah, game crashed. I'll restart it, though. Okay, I'm guessing we've got 20F, fatal accident, empty whiskey, and out of control. Right? Empty whiskey, out of control. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I don't know what else it could be. What are you finding?
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
So this is all about a drunk driving accident? 7,000 FM. Alright, I'll try, dude. Yeah. It's probably a bit easier to do this.
It's not likely. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
It's... I was getting ready to start typing. This doesn't make sense to you. What? You step out into the hospital ward, only it seems abandoned. Your vision is blurry. This is where I was. Just now. Driving home, don't have that 5th pint. First steps to recovery. Ooh. You tense up, someone else is here. Okay. I clicked out of the window. That's immersion breaking. That's the second time that's happened. Found some files. You grab the keys from the table. They weigh heavy in your hand. Okay. They weigh heavy in my hand, huh? Are they the keys to a car? I just grabbed the keys. Am I reenacting what happened? You only caught a glimpse of the room. You guess that's why there is no detail here. So this is based on I'm walking through a memory. You spent most waking moments in here. What we got? The house abandoned, look. There it is. On Futuro, right. Number puzzles, and then there's a copy of Stories Untold right there, it's all blurry. Fly safe, Greenland. So these are what he's basing his subconscious experiments on. Another door you never opened, you don't know what was in here. The waiting area is dark, but you feel a presence right behind you. I do, huh? How about we close this door? Can't close the door, huh? It's dark and it's locked. Someone breathes on your neck, standing over you. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I know it's locked. Thank you. I know what that sound means. Okay. You feel dread in the pit of your stomach. What is this?
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Amp charge full to 10.
Come on, 100 joules. Charge
Okay.
amp full to 10.
Okay, hang on. 100 joules, huh? I'm getting there, dude. Just give me a sec. 100. I'm doing it. Takes me a minute. Wow, impatience. I can't get it. Okay. And there we go. And then you want it at 10? Is that it?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Okay, hang on. Sheesh. Okay, which one? X-ray or infrared?
I can't see what I'm doing. Get this on the screen now.
Oh, I had to turn it on. Sorry. Well, there's my eye. There it is. Sync.
Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher.
That's what this was. Wow.
200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
200. And I gotta just do it.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10.
I know.
Let's go.
Okay. Give me a sec. Wow.
Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal.
Uh-huh.
Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full.
360? Hang on. It keeps, like, stuttering. I don't know why.
360, hurry.
Give me a sec. Oh, you said 360. Sorry. Yeah, see, it's stuttering. I don't know why.
Clear. Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
There. Let's do it.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Well, it says it's awaiting X-ray data. Oh, I just had to wait for it.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on the drill, please.
How about you switch on the drill? Huh? Okay, hang on, give me a second.
The drill.
Yes, obviously. Thanks.
Get this on the screen, please.
Yeah, it is on the screen. Oh, sorry. There we go. That's what I was missing.
You've made excellent progress. You're doing great.
What's happening right now?
We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps. We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Took me way too long to get through that. And here we are. We've come full circle. Okay. What time is it? 10:05 p.m.? Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Look around. The room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There is a door to the hall. Open door. Sorry, I don't understand. You said there's a door. Look at door. The doorway is wide open, allowing guests to move freely throughout the house. The doorway is wide open. Go through doorway. Use door. Okay. Use doorway. Walk forward, dumbass. Okay. Leave room. That worked. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever. Only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main hall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go upstairs. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Look around the hallway. Same as ever. Stairs, door to the living room, door to the kitchen. Go to kitchen. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. Is that what they say? The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. It keeps pointing out the drinks. Drink. You pour yourself a drink. Nice to loosen up. That's what's happening. Is this stacking or, you know, there is a utility room and writing on the wall. Also, Jen is here signaling you. Talk to Jen. She's too far away and the room is too loud. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug, you're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Say yes. You tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway, and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Get Jen a drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself, too. Okay. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. Say no. You tell her no. That as usual, everything is last minute. Another hug. Your family have really went out of their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You are going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Okay. Drink. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Go to living room. You're about to go to the hall when you notice the utility room door is open. First. Oh, okay, sorry. Go to utility room. That's where I need to go. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys, ceiling-to-floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. Sorry, I was typing something. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Thank Dad. He's not in here. Try it. Try whiskey. So the empty bottle of whiskey in the car is definitely ours. Leave room. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Thank Dad. He tells you he is proud of you, and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter. Let's say leave room. That seems like a good way to get out. You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through, and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Talk to Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Leave room. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Leave room. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Talk to Jen. Drink. There's her face.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I'm so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
You are standing in the hallway. Something had stopped you in your tracks. While searching your mind, your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Say no. No. It's fate, apparently. Okay. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. Say no. Damn it. Go get keys. Leave room. You need to tell me which room you want to go to. I've never had to do that before. Alright. Go living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Talk to Mom. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Hug, Mom. Alright. Say goodbye. I don't know what you're trying to use. Fine. Okay. Get keys. Look around. A coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look for keys. You need to look for them. They must either in the kitchen or the living room. You need to look for them. Look on table. Drinks on coasters like proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Look on drinks cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. definitely no keys in here. Okay, go to hallway. Empty-handed, you head back out to the hall. You're staying back in the hallway, bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs as she puts on her coat. Points to the living room? Well, maybe my keys are in the kitchen. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look in jackets and coats. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Go to hallway. Keys in hand, you head back to the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though, you know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Say no. No. Yes. Leave room. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You are glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house and the car sits at the front of the house. Go to yard. I don't know if there's any way we can prevent this from happening. She sighs and comically taps her feet. Apart from the little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You used to love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. The trusty old generator is here working away. The sky is majestic. Look at sky. You gaze up at the night sky. For some reason you don't recognize any of the star patterns tonight. Huh. That explains that earlier. Go to Jen. Go to car. Leave. Jennifer looks relieved as you head back round to the front of the house. The cold air hits you. Okay, apparently I used the front door again. You fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Oh my god, use key. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Read note. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." Wow. The car is freezing. Right. No, I get it. It's time to go. Go. Okay, well, I'm trying to use your words, okay? You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys in your hand. What a sarcastic fucking game. Use keys! It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. What a bastard, seriously. Turn key! My god. Gotta walk you through it. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Drive car. It's interesting. The car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Jen, at this point, I think I would probably bail. You know what's interesting about this sequence? It goes through all the decisions that you have to make when you decide to drive drunk. It like forces you to make every single little decision. Because there's plenty of opportunities to say no. Okay. Release the brake. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Turn off car. You try to turn the already running engine on. Again, it has little effect. Leave car. Jennifer is getting impatient. If you value your life, you had better get her home first. Say no. I don't think that there's a choice here. I think we gotta do it. Drive car. You put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Left. Right. Turn left. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Ask Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Slow down. That's not what really happened, though, is it?
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy, sister. Strange. There is a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Swerve. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car. The outside joins the
James,
inside.
for fuck's sake, pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car. Your world is upside down. Your seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Move Jen. You can't move the wreckage from around her. It would be too dangerous. Save yourself. Unbuckle seatbelt. Use seatbelt. You release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Leave car. You squeeze through the wreckage and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You are standing, holding your whiskey, and your dad's note and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver and toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. This is like in the lab conduct. Approach figure. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases. You fall to the ground at his feet.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember. It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself.
That's Jen?
Planting evidence on some poor man.
What?
You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, isn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them.
I don't wanna.
Listen to yourself.
has to end, James. Do you not understand?
I gotta tell him, right? You know, I gotta do it.
This episode you're having must come to an end.
I mean, am I supposed to... Dr. Alexander is always watching remotely. I don't know if anyone else is ever with him. Don't I just click on these?
Make it stop. You remember.
Oh, that was all scripted. Okay. I was like, am I doing something wrong?
I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Achievement unlocked. Admission. Well, that was Stories Untold. Yeah. That was really good. That was just, like, well executed to a T all the way around. Like, the story is nothing special, right? Like, we've heard a lot of stuff like this before. We've played plenty of horror games centered around the idea of a guilty protagonist coming to terms with something that they did. I mean, ever since Silent Hill 2, right? And even before that. But I mean, and the idea of like a car accident, or especially like a drunk driving accident, I've seen in other games before. But I think the way it was executed here is really well done. Like it's pretty predictable what happened, right? Like I think I said like in the last episode even, the station process, like I had pieced together that we were in a coma, and then I assumed from stuff earlier in the game that it had something to do with our sister. You know, what would you be in a coma from that would involve the death of your sister, a car accident? I didn't piece together the alcoholism yet at that point, but like, you know, it comes together pretty naturally. And I also got an achievement called Stories Told. But wow, it's different now. It says sessions 1 through 4, James Asian. You know what would be interesting is if they added more episodes to this eventually. That'd be cool. Anyway, but you know, so as for like the story, you know, it was kind of predictable, but I don't see that as a problem, because it's all about like the execution, and within the miniature stories, the twists and turns that it took were not predictable, in my opinion. I mean, the stuff with the lab conduct and the station process, like I know what was going on half the time we were in there, and as it turns out that those are kind of like little nonsense streams, you know, so to speak. Like they're little stories, but they have nothing to do with the overall stories. There's just little hints thrown in there that connect all 4 of the sessions together. So you know, I thought it was well executed, is basically what I'm trying to say. And that, you know, one of the reasons why I'm saying all this is because I can see the ending putting off some people, being like, oh, I thought it was going to be something more than that. But, you know, I don't think it's really so much about how the game ends, but how the game progresses in this case. And I think it progressed very, very well. So yeah, I definitely recommend Stories Untold. I think it's a great little game. It toyed around with your expectations a lot. It goes from, you know, a text parser game to, oh, all of a sudden it's a first-person 3-dimensional movement game like most are today. And, you know, it throws a lot of very innovative combinations into the mix, and I really appreciate that, because it's a very, like, you can't deny that it's an incredibly unique game. I've never seen anything like this. I've played text parsers. Last time I played a text parser adventure game, you know, the most recent one I can think of that I played was like the early 90s or something, one of the Laura Bow games, the early one, the Colonel's Bequest maybe. But you know, something that combines so many genres like this I haven't seen before, and it has quite the variety as well. Like, you got these 4 different stories within the game that all feel very, very different. You know, the station process is very much about like decoding transmissions and, you know, Morse code, and it's about, you know, numbers and isolation. Lab conduct is like, you know, using this strange medical equipment and experimenting and discovery. House Abandoned is it plays like a game. It plays like a traditional text parser game. And then you've got the last session, which is basically threading all 3 of them together. I think it's done very elegantly. So, yeah, Stories Untold, great experience. Gotta say, after playing this and Resident Evil 7, 2017 is off to a great start. Like, seriously, and this is just the beginning. There's so many cool horror games that are coming out later this year. I'm actually making a video on it very soon about my most anticipated games of 2017. So, really excited for what else is coming this year. But this was great, and really enjoyed it. I would like to know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Think critically.